working. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Hello and welcome back to more Let's Play Phoenix Wright. Yeah, so it's been about, almost 2 years since I said I was going to do this, but let's put that all beside us and just enjoy the lawyering, okay? Let's save all of the pointed fingers and animosity for later. Let's just play some video games. Why do I come here to the office every day? Because it is your job. It's not like I want to work. Well, neither do I, but I still, I don't have a job, but I'd probably do it if I had one. There you are, finally! Oh, hello. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. You're the famous defense attorney Mia Skye. I can think of a number of reasons why that would not be accurate. I think she's starting to realize. Oh, you're not Mia Skye, are you? Nope, not last time I checked, no. I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Skye no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? Oi, oi, oi. No respect. I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. You might want to get a couple of those details straightened out there, Missy. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. My goodness, this was a very short episode. No wonder everyone got so mad. I only had to take 10 minutes of my day in order to do this. Please, I'm out of time. But, please, you have to help. It's my sister. Whoa. Flashback. Maya? Could it be? Well, no, it's clearly an entirely different person. Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Wow, I was not expecting that to work. Thank you so much. My name's Ema. Ema Skye? I'm gonna go with Ema Skye. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? What's all that business about? Explain yourself, lady type. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seemed kind of jumpy, or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait! Only 16? Which means you're 15 right now. I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. Ah, prodigies. Always fun. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Great, another future professional in training. We get a lot of those, don't we? Alright then, what you got to say about all this case business? So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it! She wouldn't stab someone with a knife! She wouldn't! I mean, a fork, maybe even a spork if she were desperate, but a knife? So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it, she didn't do it! I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I gotta wonder, Phoenix. Do you ever not have a murder case on your hands? I'll admit I've heard some stories about your future adventures. Nothing concrete or, you know, spoilerific or anything, but I get the impression that this might be the only thing you ever get. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but well, that's interesting. How would she know Mia? I don't know. She was a person with thoughts and dreams and aspirations. Perhaps she had a social life. Is it so out of the ordinary, Phoenix? So, you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal. I'll bet a very unusual one. I believe investigation should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Once I'm done with all of the various things to talk about. It may have been a while since I played this game, but I remember how to do it. My sister asked for her specifically. Mia Fey was a few years below her in school, so she went to the same school as Mia. She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Mia. Yeah, I thought it was a little strange when I saw you two. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. It must be close. Touch a sore spot there? Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kinda hate her. What? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, barely into this and drama bombs are already being dropped. To the detention center! I see the guard is still working here. That's good. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She's got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's your sister. No excuses! Or did you not want a raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Ah! I see you appear to be, a rather hairy individual. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing? Yeesh, how cold can you get? Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Oh, okay, you were backwards. What, were you just having fun with your swivel chair? Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Skye. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. Oh, you're a prosecutor? Of course you are. Oh boy. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? The sweet grand jamma mamma llama of all coincidences, but yeah. Unless you entered some sort of parallel universe. Emma Lana. I mean, they're just like... weird. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? I don't know, could you stop inadvertently making my name into a pun? That's step one. There's something you should know from the start, which is, the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. Very astute. That's quite specific. Oh yeah, that's quite specific. It was in the witness's disposition. The witness clearly saw me committing the crime. My, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate car trunk? Classy! I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. My. Okay, so I'm beginning to feel as if this is kind of open and closed case. I mean, if the person is kind of confessing, can you even like have a trial if someone just immediately does that? I mean, granted, the, justice system works pretty dang differently in this universe, but I feel like that would speed things up a bit, wouldn't it? So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. Dodging the question! I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Not entirely. Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Yeah. Okay. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Like, I don't even think you could fit that much in a walnut. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize this district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. I don't pay that much attention. In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in this class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Alright, tell me what you know about my late friend. You were in a school with Mia, correct? A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey. Well, I mean, in a physical sense, yeah, I mean, come on. But in a defensive attorney sort of way? Shut up, I'm good. It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. I mean, I'm not judging or anything. Whatever you guys were up to, that's cool. That's all good. Just, keep it to yourself. That was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting to my guilt. Yeah, I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana... You were always this way, weren't you? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know! So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana! Yeah, that's not exactly the best thing to say in this moment, but okay. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here has ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right, and I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Fun! Get to defend somebody who's confessing to the crime. I'm really not sure how exactly I'm supposed to wiggle my way through that, but okay. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. Rock on, Phoenix! I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. At the very least, not the very next case. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. Oh, snap. Wicked burn. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Is there a particular reason we're bringing around the defendant's younger sister? I mean, a fan of the scientific method and whatnot, that's all well and good, but I'm relatively certain I don't see how she could exactly be helpful, but okay. I mean, I guess I did bring Maya around everywhere, and that... okay, sure, why not? Underground parking lot, let's just go. Why not? February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. So this is the lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know, attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. Okay, so they do admit it! I'm trying to not stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? Excusez-moi? Okay, suddenly a cowboy. What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Started causing trouble in my neighborhood. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall? Marshall? Looks more like a sheriff to me. Look here, Bambina, I know how you feel, but this is my gang's gold strike, see? Why is everyone I meet so freakishly eccentric? Strike? This is our claim, our territory, and the gold mine is evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? Drinking on the job, too? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Alright, well that was next level random. Thanks for that. Was that, Ombre a friend of yours? Kind of? Sort of? Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. You know, as you do. Alright, so I guess it's time for me to do some investigating. Alright, well, first things first. It may have been almost 2 years since this event took place, but I would like to state for the record that just about everybody and their grandma commented on how I didn't inspect the ladder the last time we saw one. Apparently, it's some gigantic running joke throughout the series that you're supposed to inspect every stinking ladder in the entire existence of the game. I'm sorry, I didn't think it was relevant at the time, and lo and behold, it had no bearing on anything, so ultimately I didn't do anything all that wrong. Either way, ladder, examine. Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. Perhaps in most people's games, but not mine! Alright, well, whatever. Now that I know that, I'll inspect all the ladders in the future games. Just get off my back, people. I'm doing my best. Alright, so this appears to be where some form of murder took place. I guess I'll take... Whoa, well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. And Sheriffman. The Sheriff! Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. Yeah, scary! Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Drinking on the job. Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides the red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? That's a weird... That sounds like a euphemism. Please! No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prosecutor's office. Might just find you a cerveza. I am not hip with the Wild West lingo. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter. Note to self. Look up Vittles, Saloon, and Cerveza. Hey, at least I know the first two. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. OBKB then. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. So I can look around and investigate as much as I want as long as I don't go anywhere near the crime scene. So exactly how am I supposed to make that work? Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Okay, well, I see a thing on the floor. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Alright, well, got myself a free wallet. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay now. Look at the court record. Okay. Oh, you're doing everything on your own! You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. And how do you do that, you ask? Why, it's elementary! Just hold the Wii remote... okay, and press a direction on the control... I forgot, you're just gonna go right out and say what I'm using, eh? Okay. Now let's start examining from every angle. Okay. I am examining the ever-loving hell out of this wallet. My god. It is so wallety. Alright. Anything else you'd specifically like me to do? I mean, I could maybe open it. Oh, look! I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the A button, okay? So you do just want... Okay, you could have just told me to open... Okay, whatever. This is an ID card. Detective Bruce Goodman. ID number 5842189. Why do I get the feeling that number is going to be important for some reason? See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. I opened the wallet and read the ID inside. I don't really think this was necessary. But, okay. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Excuse me? Hell, were you two all set? Sheriffman? Oh, no, new person. Alright, hello. What's this? She couldn't be... You're selling lunches? Here? This is a crime scene. Hello! Half and half, was it? Oh, thanks? And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? What? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Ah, you're the witness then. Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Ah, bummers. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough-up queen, tell us what happened. The name is... I'm going to assume Angel? But it makes me want to say Angle. Whatever. Angel Star, don't you go forgetting it. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Ah, good. Crazy lady. Yipes, she means it. Great, now I get to talk to Sir Craze-a-Lot. Oh, that's not the right button at all. Alright, talking time. What's up? Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of iniquity. Evil ones? Prosecutors! They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday? I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Alright, pretty sure you could get arrested for doing that. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Why, do you hawk loogies at people? Ew. Yeah, alright. That's gross as hell. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all! Really? What, like bologna? Really? What? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. That much has been definitely noted. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so. Exclamation point! Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see! You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Whoa, hang on, wait a second, you know Lana Skye. Of course! It's quite a feat becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? Y'all are full of a lot of weird analogies. Okay, she always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? I don't know, probably because she's pure evil, no doubt. I don't know, she sure seems like she's not on the up and up. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. Even though we're clearly in the Far East. Alright, whatever. For some reason, the boxed lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. Oh, that's a fish. The kind who can only tell someone who has tried Grilled Sow's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth? I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. True dat. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not. Oh, 5th grade comebacks. That's some internal wit you got yourself there, Mr. Wright. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Ha, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they bigger they get, the worse they smell. Well, that's just rude. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Starr was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. She does look incredibly shady, and her hat does have rice balls on it. It'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. Haha! I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Ooby-cabby then. I guess that's everything. Oh, hang on. I gotta present stuff to people. Alright, what do you know about this noise? About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card, it's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady, why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Probably because everybody on the planet seems to mock you. Are you not aware of my status? A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Okay, so that accomplished absolutely nothing. Good to know. Is there perhaps anything else worth investigating? Like, okay, like security. Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. What? Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Abuzia! Alright, that rapier wit. That's the kind of stylings I like to hear from, Mr. Wright. Alright, nothing about the ventilation shaft. Oh, hang on, but I can inspect this general area, I suppose. An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think I'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. I don't know. You do have pink goggles. That's a little odd. Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open! A mysterious lock! I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? How dare you tell me about my I don't know, my perspective in life and everything in general. Okay, it appears that I have inspected... Oh, I guess other than this. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity. What? I've got to write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relativity German, or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? Y'all kinda stupid. Okay, well, that's certainly wonderful. The High Prosecutor's Office.